Today we're going to be printing using Styrofoam. Begin by drawing a design on your Styrofoam. The important thing is that you are pressing hard enough to leave an indentation in the surface of the Styrofoam, because that's what's going to make spaces where the ink doesn't stick, and that's going to be able to transfer your image onto the paper. You also want to fill in your spaces, fill in the entire Styrofoam with something. And I like to add a lot of texture and patterns inside the shapes that I'm drawing. Like you might have noticed inside the middles of the flowers, I had one that had like polka dots, another one had some stripes or back and forth lines, checkerboard lines. Those I think just kind of add some interesting touches to your picture. If you want to, you can draw your design first on regular paper and then trace it through to make sure your details are right. The first way we're going to print is by using washable markers. This is really pretty simple. You're just going to color in different sections of your Styrofoam, whatever colors you feel like they should be. This is great because you can really control where the colors are going to go, whereas if you roll the color on like we're going to do later, you don't have as much control over where the colors are going to be. It's either all one color, or you can kind of combine the colors in the roller, but it's not going to be as precise. Also, you can do this method over and over again. Once you've made one print, you can rinse off the plate, you can color it again a different way, and make another print with a different color variation. So it's really nice and a versatile way to add some color to your print. Try to be careful about overlapping colors, especially colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel, that are complements. So you want to be careful about putting orange and blue right next to each other. I'm doing that right there, but I'm trying to be careful to keep them separated, because sometimes when you print, those colors will run together a little bit, and then it can make sort of a brown spot, so watch out for that. Now we're ready to prepare the paper. You need to get it wet, so I spritzed a little water on there. I'm using a sponge to wipe off any excess water. We just want the surface of the paper wet. Then I'm going to lay the paper on top and just sort of use my hands to make sure that there's good contact between the paper and the plate. You can lift the corner there and see how it's doing, and there you have a little print. Our second method is we're going to print with printing ink. We start with a plexiglass plate. That's where our ink's going to go. I've got a brayer here, which is a little rolling tool that spreads the ink, and there's my speedball ink. You can use any color you'd like. Start by just laying down a bit of the ink right across there. Now I need to spread the ink out on my brayer evenly. So I'm just going to spread it out, kind of change the direction that I do the brayer, and try to get that evenly distributed throughout all the sides of my brayer, so that when I roll that on, I'm not going to have a thick or thin spot. Now I'm ready to get my plate and roll that color on. You can help by changing direction of which way you're rolling and really make sure you get the ink on there evenly. Then you're ready to take your paper. You don't need to wet the paper this time, you can leave it dry. And I should have put a fresh piece of newspaper or magazine, but I just found a clean spot on that one. Again, use your fingers to kind of put a little pressure so that your print is making good contact with the paper and it's going to transfer well. Then you're ready to peel it off and you've got your print. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy creating your own prints out of Styrofoam.